Even the rescue, the small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. So I think the guy, even the rescue, 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 the small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. So I think the guys are just a bunch of local, political, and professional tabula rasa. Even the rescue, the small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. So I think the guys are just a bunch of local, political, and professional tabula rasa and buccaneers. Even the rescue, the small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. So I think the guys are just a bunch of local, political, and professional tabula rasa and buccaneers. Even the rescue, the small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. So I think the guys are just a bunch of local, political, and professional tabula rasa and buccaneers. Even the rescue, the small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution. Even the rescue, small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. Even the rescue, small rescue puppets, those apologists, those rescue surrogates, those miscreants, those rescue multi-banks and charlatans who were insulting people. Oh, yes, and some of them, they are in economic destitution, paralysis, and enigma. So-called experts in the country, that's a contradiction. So I think the guys are just a bunch of local, political, and professional tabula rasa and buccaneers.
Okay, so it is Wednesday, the 10th day of September 2025, and I'm Stephen Conton. This is how I would like to welcome you to this edition of the program, Issues in the Society, with my team there from the U.S. Together, we are going to drive you through from now on to 12 this afternoon. Oh, yes, so it's just very important that we are here today, and we sincerely apologize that due to some issues, we were not able to, appear on Monday. We sincerely apologize to you, our followers out there. And so we are back, and it is very, very much good. There's a lot of people who are following now. I would like to say a pleasant good morning to every one of you. For those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we are asking you to share the live video. Invite other people to watch along with you. And for those of you who are following us in Radio Land, oh yes, as my boss Sam Andrews always says, increase the volume as we talk issues that matter much to our country. And And so Agatha Glasgow is following us there from the RIA rule where, according to her, the common citizens' children live. Patricia Jones is also following us. And for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, you can also send a comment there in the comment section and tell us exactly where you are following us from. And also, you can also make a contribution to issues we'll be talking about here today. And somebody in their having we said voice just told me that the economy of Liberia is now dreading through a serious hardship, destitution. Oh yeah, and the person went on to say, probably asking me that what have happened. A politician we stood in the sun for, in the rain for. Oh yes, India having we say voice says though politicians overnight have turned out to be political tabula rasa and buccaneers. That's what the person is saying to me. I don't really know whether that is true, but stay with us as we dive into a lot of issues of national concern here on the Wednesday edition of the program, Issues in the Society. I'm Stephen Compton. Let me bring down the team song and usher in our team here. Good morning, Aliyu Mansale and that of Solomon Bakari.
Good morning, Stephen Compton. Good morning, Solomon. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Aliyu Masade, Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here this morning. How you guys doing?
Well, good morning, Aliyu. Good morning, Compton. Good morning to Mama Liberia. And of course, not forgetting We Nation and my adopted county reverses, especially in the Electoral District 1. I want to say good morning to all of you guys. And as we sit here to discuss matters of importance, your participation will be highly appreciated.
Thank you so much, Aliyu Masale and that of Solomon Bakari there from the US. So, it is just very important that we are here once again, and there are a lot of issues to talk about. There are a couple of issues. A lot of things are happening in the country. Like our coming, the Kekera on, a lady on our Kekera as well. She was just like talking and, try to reference what is happening in our country here. Issues owing to the reduction in the U.S. raise and the increase in tax prices, government's recent decision to reduce the price of some commodities like the rice and flour and all these kind of things. So she was like talking and I was listening to her that with all these things that are happening, it is so sad in our country that, you were just going in the street that everybody's just angry, right? So when these things are happening, that's the result. And even like we always say, the people out there, they know exactly what is happening because they are the ones who are feeling the pinch of every decision that has been made by this particular government. And so whenever the government makes a decision, the ordinary people feel the pinch of the aftermath of every decision they are making, as we are saying today. So on this basis, we have a couple of issues to talk about. Let me just run you through a little bit. Okay, so I just made mention of the economic situation of our country. We will be looking at that also. Like the issue that has to do with the U.S. rating prices and, all these kind of things that happening in the country. Now schools have opened and people's children, there are a lot of people who are out there whose children have not been registered. So all these things are things that we will be talking about. Also, we'll be looking at the CDC leadership, its recruitment of new people and strategy that the party can put in place as we approach 2029. So we are going to give our own perspective on these issues as well. And also we will be talking about, you know, a recent altercation between state security officers, most especially the LMP officers and petty traders, keke riders, the motorbike riders, and all these people. You know, the tension that is in the country. Remember, we said the last time that when these kind of issues are not being handled by people who have been given the authority to be able to handle them, they will not only, you know, raise issues that has to do with undermine the peace of our country, but also even go beyond what we expect. So that's the reason why when these things are happening, we always flag them on our platform so that we can call the attention of the state security officers or the duty bearer, as someone may say, so that they can be able to take action to curtail these issues that are happening. Remember, just recently in Nima County, in Ganta, we saw a situation in that part of Liberia. We saw a situation. And with what is happening in our country here, like I listened to my bossman yesterday, he was on his show, and there was something he said that really grabbed my attention. That is Sam Andrews. He was like, you know, making reference to a particular country here in Africa where citizens of that country were able to take some decision going after people who they voted to represent them. And we saw what happened. And so, on the other hand, in Liberia here, when these things are happening, people who are being represented, they are all humans. And when they are fed up with certain issue, definitely they are going to take decision, or they are going to, you know, take action that just at a beginning point, you are seeing citizens challenging law enforcement officers because of the way the country is being run by those people who were voted to represent us. So very quickly, these are issues we will be talking about. Let me go over to my colleagues, beginning with Aliu. Aliu, you just listen to our talking points, and let us give you the time now so that you can be able to give your own perspective on these issues that we made mention of as our people are following. So before you come in very quickly, let me recognize this person. Venetius Junior Ba is also following from Niku Town. Mohammed Abu Wa is also following us, and he says he's following us from Duporo. All right, thank you. So share the live video and let other people have the opportunity to listen to whatsoever thing we are discussing here. So Aliu, it is your turn. You can go ahead now and have your own say on these issues.
Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Stephen. Yes. Yeah, the issue here, you know, Liberia. What are the points you just outlined?
Okay, so first let's talk about the economic situation in the country here.
Okay.
And after that, you can also talk about the police brutality and other things, citizens challenging police officers that we are seeing all over here. And you can also probably get enter on the CDC leadership and what you think they can do, your own advice and other strategy they can put in place as we approach, anticipate the 2029 election.
Yeah, thank you. Well, first of all, it's not easy in the country. There are too much hardship in the country right now. You see, I just saw a newspaper this morning. I was reading that newspaper when you and myself were even chatting that Liberia is the second hungriest country in West Africa. You know what that means? So meaning the people in the country, they are very, very hungry. People can't even say get food to eat. People going to bed on empty stomach. And what brings some of these things is the decision the government took by coming to power and taking people out of job. The more you taking people out of job, these people who are working for $50, $75 to take care of their family, no matter how it is, taking care of your family, paying children school fee, they know how they were managing. When the unemployment rate is very high in the country, these are some of the things you see. These prices are just high. Every day you will see their minister, they go and Gafwa was sitting on EFBC. Oh, the economy is like this, the economy is like that. The economy is like this, is the only for you people. You people are the one working, taking the big salaries. Whole day I will say the economy is okay. But we, the Liberian people, will continue to suffer. And this thing come up, this is what I always say. Government cannot give everybody a job. So what the government can do is always say government should create avenue so that people can come into the country to invest. We see company coming in. And these are things that the Unity Party campaign on that President Baka had a contact, and George Weah was a boy. So when President Baka come in, we see company trooping into the country. We'll see NGOs coming in. I will always say this, we have to be very careful what we do when we are in opposition, what we say and do. These people, when they were in opposition, they did all kinds of things to make Liberia look ugly to the outside world there, to scare investors from coming into the country. During our administration, that's why they did in that place. And today, since they came to power, nothing different they have done that will attract investors to come to the country. They keep making it worse. The human rights report tells it all. And these are some of the things that made today. The hunger, the hardship is just everywhere in the country. Because the more you are getting people out of job, the more things will become difficult. Today you say red press coming down. Even when red press comes down, who will go buy the rest? When I listen to Yombi Kanga Bellboy or Daniel Sano, who is now their deputy information minister, say today, no longer people stay in line to buy rest, people stay in line to buy gas, like the previous administration. Okay, let me agree with you. If people were standing in line at that time to buy rest, people were standing in line to buy gas because they could afford. They had the money to buy it. Even there was scarcity of gas and rest, as you said, but people could afford to buy it. But now, nobody can stay in line to buy rest. Nobody can stay in line to buy gas, but they can't afford to get it because the money is not there, no job. So I rather stay in line to buy rest and gas that I know I get the money to buy it than me not standing in line at all because I easily get the money to buy it, even you bring the price down. So the hardship is just too much in the country. I don't really know. The government, they had to put in policy to see what to do. You bring respect down, or even you bring the price down, your people can stay by it because what? No money in the country. Let's see what is happening now. US rate is coming down. Tea prices are stay high. I see people complaining. Even the Liberian dollar is not on the market now. The hardship is just too much. And looking at our country now being the second hungriest country in West Africa, this is alarming for the government that they said President Baka had all the experience when he came to power. We were going to see NGOs trooping back into the country. You think NGO can just come to a country like that where there is no war, is not something that we're coming from war? The time we just came from war, that's the time NGO were wasting in Liberia. During Solomon that time, all the NGO were coming. We work with some of them. But Liberia is not into war. Even before Solomon and 2 years could finish, NGO started leaving the country because I work with so many NGO in Liberia. So it was not President Weah time. And President Weah, the way he managed that country, we expect to see more from this sophisticated and well-experienced government. But today we are seeing the worst. The hardship is just too much in the country. It's just too much. You not even say get money to eat. How will you send your child to school? So that one of the things President Baka did in your government that made today they are struggling and things are very hard. You shouldn't have taken people out of job because they doesn't align with your party. Even though you say it, that when you come to power, where you have 50, you and Madam Sedif and George, we are making 150 when you can't record it down. You said it and you're doing it. But even though that was your campaign promise, you decide to fulfill, but you see where it get the country today. And this issue about the way the police conduct themselves in the country, this is not good at all. The police, most of these people, Gregory Coleman, you had to focus on the Liberia National Police. You need to focus on them and rather see some of those people. I don't think they deserve to be in the police force. The way in which police conduct themselves out there is not good. Every day you will see policemen and keke riders. Every day you will see policemen and motorcyclists. You will see policemen and taxi drivers fighting in the street. You will see Moria City police and the marketeers they give along every day. But the Liberia National Police, you people are there to protect lives and property. Just that Liberia, the system is messed up, the system is broken. This thing is common. Even you want to tell a driver to stop and that driver don't want to stop, just try to get his plate number and you go to the ministry. You will know who that car belongs to. And you can see how to get the car under. When you get the car under, you will be able to bring that person that was driving that car. Because anything that happens, first of all, you the car under, you the one they will hold. That's why in the America, yes, Solomon, you and I know, you will go rent car. For you to just see somebody, oh, my man Solomon, give me your car, let me go mirror and come back. Because you know anything that happens down there that you they coming, that you they sending mail to. The way the police conduct themselves, standing in front of car, you're just jumping on keke rather than all in the street. And because you people are not well paid, these are some of the reasons you're doing this thing. Everybody want to join the police just because they feel to themselves that they can go in the street there to harass motorcyclists, keke rider, taxi driver. Every day you see the police and the taxi driver, keke rider, driver fighting in the street. It doesn't show any decency for the Liberian National Police. Are there to protect lives and property. Like recently, that video we saw, I don't know if that was a police officer or city police officer. See how that keke rider was punching him back to back in his face. That's disgusting. You see, and it is condemnable. But again, what we say, we don't know what really happened down there, but the way in which he was punching, I don't know whether it was a police officer or city police officer. But now, looking at the way that keke fell down, why 8 passengers were in that keke and you jumping on that keke rider just because you want to take the key from the switch or you want to arrest the keke? Why 8 other people were there?
Yes.
Alive.
Yeah, so I think the LMP has established since last week that the fellow who an officer of the Liberia National Police, but rather I think he works with the PCC, the Peaceville, the City Corporation of so. Yeah, the LMP has established that.
Okay, you see, the way in which he jumped on that keke, that wasn't right at all. You see, that keke fell down. Why 8 people were there? Even the 2 of you. Why is something was to happen to that keke rider? Why will you say, oh, I was trying to arrest the man? These are things they are not good. If a keke rider will he tell you, oh, my man park that keke, he don't want to do where he's going, just make sure you get that plate number of that keke. And you'll see how you can go in the system to find the owner and that day that keke rider carry on that incident, the owner will be the one to bring him. Or you arrest the keke, you impound it, they can bring the rider. But the way our police are conducting themselves is not right at all. You're endangering people's life in the street there, and you're supposed to be there to protect lives and property. Gregory Coleman, you get more to do. And this is what I always say. You people live from the country, you see all the best system put in place. We expect you to go back and change the system. But unfortunately, when you people go, you damage the system more than the way it was. What the essence of you going back to serve the country? This is the reason I always asking you. Most of you people go back there to damage the system. You don't go to change anything over there. But to be walking, when you're getting that for your car and opening doors for you get your arms open and people worshiping you. This is the reason why some of you want to go back to Liberia, because that nonsense don't work in America here. Solomon, you see for yourself. Who get that for your position? You working for yourself. Everybody doing their work. But at Liberia, you can go, people can be worshiping you. All your degree can work in the American, where you obtain your degree from. Only Liberia you can work. So the issue about the police is very, very bad. Massive our motorcyclists in Liberia, that's the same thing they used to do. When the police see you, they will just stay in front of your motorbike, they will take the key from the switch, then they go in now, you should follow them. They will do the same nonsense. Give me your driver license. The moment you get your driver license, they turn your bike, they go in now. You should go out on it. That be very irresponsible. I can't just give my driver license to police like that. Yeah, when you pull me over, you have to come and tell me why you pulled me over for everything. From then now, I give you my driver license and my registration. But Liberia is not like that. The moment you get there your license, they feel I get power over you now, he can't go. The moment they take your keke key or your motorbike key, they go in now, you have to go after them. The way the police are behaving in the country, Gregory Kuma, you get more to do. This issue about CDC, one thing I hate about CDC right now is this foolishness when they even say go to discuss important issue. Instead of them going to discuss what they went to discuss, you will just see people hold the muya, 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 muya. All kind of slogan they will just be shouting, sinking. You people take it 10, 15, 20 minutes to just be doing party slogan. This thing are not, Liberia can see the crazy thing happening now. And all of political, I don't know, the muya thing or something that it is a curse on with the sedition. And that alone will just show people will say locally on serious one, and when they can't discuss serious things for them to talk a whole day, they will just be shouting muya muya. When somebody say 2 war, they sing. When somebody say 3 war, you have to stop that foolishness. That's not good. That alone make people to look at you people to be very, very unserious. When you go say something, you take 1, 2, 3 seconds, you do your muya muya, you go to the issue and discuss it. But instead that so you talk 2, 3 minutes or 1, 2 minutes, then they come with party slogan. That's been very foolish to me. And Josh, we always say this on this platform. If you really want to come back to power, you have to reach out to people out there, see how you can reconcile with some disenchanted sedition, reach out to other people who are not even sedition, people who you know that you can work with to bring some new faces into the party, that people will look at them, they know their integrity and what it stands for, that will encourage them because of John coming to this party and know this man, and you bring them on board. And I will say this, if you just feel like those same old people that you work with, and some of them undermine you, and they are still there, you think you are going to use them to come back to power, there are challenges ahead. You need to reach out there to people. You have to incorporate, you have to recruit new people into the party right now. These are things you need to start doing. And what is happening in the country right now, you don't have to sit to wait for 2027, 2028 to come in the face of the Liberian people. Right now, the people, they are dying. They are struggling. You don't need to give them money. They don't need money. But you have to be in the country like a country tour. You go around the country, the various countries, you speak to your people, give them the hope, encourage them. All is not lost. When there is light, there is hope. You need to be having town hall meetings all the time from country to country. You talk to your people. We will always say this, or people will say no, or this was not what that brought Donald Trump into power. We here, we know Donald Trump, when he was a former president at that time, being an opposition, this are things that he was doing. Going from state to state where things happen, sometimes he go there, he talk to the people, he sympathizes with them, and he go moving from one place to another, telling the people what Democrat is doing. I'm coming to make America great again. He was giving people the hope. He was giving people the courage. Even we, the Democrats, some of us that were in the party, and we felt that things were happening, it was not good. But looking at Donald Trump coming, always telling us that he coming to make America great again. And some people were able to even say leave from the Democratic Party to go to Republican. They say they're making the first time. Let's try him again and see, because right now He's the only person that gave you all hope in encouraging us. So you think the thing that happening in Liberia right now, if you judge we are, you continue talking to the people, giving them the hope, the courage. Even if they are so Unity Party partisan, you say the way my party behaving will bring them to power. I think they may, and the way he talking to us, we will go by and try him again. Maybe he will make a better change. And Liberian people, George Weah, if you continue to do this thing, or you go out there, reconcile with some people you know you have some differences, and you see how you can settle your differences, you bring them on board, and bring more people who are innovative, people who are transformative, developmental oriented. Liberia, we don't need promises now. We need innovative leaders, people who can help to transform that country. We want people that come and promise, oh, when you make me president, I will build skyscraper. We don't need promises now, because we know all these promises politicians give, or these are all lies. The moment they get to power, they change. President Baka, what is he doing today? When they rescuing and rescue the country, say he came to power 2 years now, they rescue agenda still lying down. He only them misusing resources, enriching himself, he and his surrogate. All their promises gone down. He told you nobody was going to be seen selling in the streets, this and that, and what have you. The economic, where is it today? Where is the economic? It is in their pocket now, they're moving around with it. So George Weah, you get more to do. You need to come back to the country. You need to go around your people, encourage them. You need to reconcile with other sedition that left the party because of some disagreement. You need to call them back. And again, you need to reach out to people who were not even sedition, people who you see out there that you think you can bring them into the party. And when you become a president for the second term, they can help you transform that bureau. You stay too long out of the country, even though, yes, you have some engagement, you know what you are doing. See our party headquarters, that one, we get no problem with it. We're coming to build our own. But we just lose another party headquarters again in Grand Pastor County. What is going on? These are things when people see happening, it discourages other people. They will say, oh, but look at our party, we lose our major headquarters, we lose this one again. What's going on? And then when the leadership come to say something, you will not hear nothing good for all of them besides foolishness, muya. That nonsense must stop. They too much battle cry when you go discuss important issue. You stick to it instead of causing loss all in the play. You say something. Sometimes when I see some of these things, I just leave from there because you will not understand nothing besides noise. So that's what I have to say, guys. You can take it from there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ali. Let's now cross over to Solomon, the We Nation ambassador there in the US. Solo, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Aliyah, for those good deliberations. Um, Coming to the economic issues in the country, everything that is going on, police and citizens rivalries and things like that, all of them boil down to the the economic situation of the country. Uh, of course, I heard Masale saying that my superintendent, our pro tem, and some other people, they were saying, oh, now people don't have to stand in line for rice, or I mean, online for rice or for gas. Uh, it's not because the economy is blooming. It is because of the availability of the rice and the availability of the gas. Mind you, when President Weah was in government, uh, he came in government, let's say 2018. 2019 was the COVID-19. Every gas producing country, they were cut off. Gas problems went very high. There was no way for truckers to bring goods to the cities and things like that. Because of that, we have less gas in the country. And also, the government officials, they harbor or they hide or they have a special place where they keep gasoline so that they can use it, but not the citizen, so that they can always have gas in their car, whereby there was issue of gas a shortage in the country. So they cannot boast that, oh, there's availability of gas, there's availability of rice, people not standing online. Yes, because there is no COVID situation or some sort of epidemic disasters globally that affecting the people who can make sure that gas and rice come to Liberia. So whatever they're boasting on, that is nothing to boast about, because it is not because they're making the price of food or commodities or other stuff. Let's talk about the rice. The Japanese government, and they can challenge this and let the Ministry of Information prove to the Liberian people that the Japanese government um, is not supplying rice to Liberia. The Japanese government last year alone, according to some information, they supplied 6,000 plus, 2,000 plus megaton of rice. 2025, they have also 3,000 plus uh, uh, rice, metric ton of rice. Now, the Liberian government is not buying the rice from the Japanese government. It is a donation because the Japanese government, they say they build bilateral relationship with Liberia. The same way they were able to do that Japanese freeway, it was because of bilateral relation. What the Japanese government, they always talk about is that the Liberian government will be in charge of the shipping and handling. So the shipping and handling, because the Liberian government does not have any ship to say, okay, we use our own cargo to bring these things and what have you. So they subcontract or they have other people that will bring the rice in the country. So if the people bringing the rice in the country, one bag to be $1, and because of the shipping and handling, they say, okay, we're gonna charge $3 just for the shipping and handling. If the Liberian government is selling the rice $12, and you take the $3 for the shipping and handling, mind you, these are donated items to the government of Liberia or to the people of Liberia. The same way when people are selling donated goods in red light, green light, or wherever, people have problem with it. This is what's going on. So the government of Liberia, they are saying that, okay, in fact, we're selling the rice so that we'll be able to have uh, uh, extra money in order for us to be able to put the money into education, put it into healthcare, and put it into other infrastructure development. That is their argument to the Japanese government, for which they are charging price on the rice. The same thing this year when the rice was released to Liberia. They are saying they're charging the people this fee because they want to get money to put it in the hospital, to put it in the school, to put it in infrastructure. Now, I don't know which school, which hospital, um, uh, they are putting the revenue that they are getting from rice alone. So this is a situation in the country. The Ministry of Information that we have there, which I don't support because they are not doing the Liberian people any good. They're only there to back and protect their job, because the the um, the people that they say they're serving, they're not serving us. They're working so that they can get a pay and destroy and exploit us. That is a situation that is going on. So for them to say rice is this, rice is that. They're bringing the price of rice down. The price of rice shouldn't be $12. It shouldn't be $14. If you are getting something free and people are bringing it and whatever they are bringing in, whatever they get, even if you give them the $3, if that is what they are charging for to bring one bag of rice, if you are charging them that $3, the government can make another $3 or maybe $7, so that they will be able to have money to put in whatever they say they put in it. But that is not so. So that's one of the information that our information people, or even the people that work in Georgia's government, that know how these things are working, they are sitting down over there. The Unity Party-led government is giving all kinds of things and sweeping them under the bus and doing all of this stuff. Nobody is there to talk on the issue about what we are saying. So this is a problem. And also, the people that are in government, they're just doing that because the only lucrative job in the country is government job. Those people don't want to go in the villages to do what they were doing to get money. But once you're in government, you can get the money, and at the same time, you can deprive the people of their rights. You can take their land. They can't say anything. They say anything. You beat them. Nothing will come from out of it. So people are doing government job just for the money in the government job. That's why they don't do any other stuff. Look, here in the United States, the people have what we call street vendors. The street vendors, they have similar thing that is on tire. They build like a wagon on it, or some sort of storage, something on top of the wagon or the wheelbarrow, and they can carry it around so that they have a spot. They put it right there, side the road, and people who are hungry, people who want to drink something, people who maybe have diabetic problem, they want to snack on either a sweet or something, they have access to buy those things from the street vendors. Only in Liberia, that when they put our people in power, they don't want for the street vendors to be there. That street vendor has family, and that street vendor is going to provide for his family because he are not working in the government.
Mhm.
Okay, so the economy of the country depends on the money that coming from those street vendors or vendors or people that we call petty marketeers. They are the people that providing that. But you're sweeping them from where they're supposed to be selling, and then you're taking their market, using it because they can steal. The reason why I say the police officer that can be harassing the people, they can steal. For example, when they were breaking down CDC headquarters, some of them started one of them started stealing hair, and maybe there was some other stuff. So those are some of the things that they are doing. And this government is not treating the citizen right, because everybody cannot work in government, but people can do street vending to get money. Hey man, I heard that even Tomo Fala, who is the deputy speaker now, he was also one time on the street having plank market. And those plank market, they were not somewhere in far away that a car will go inside. Some of them were right by the roadside. That's where they have their businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're in power and they're not advocating for those that are doing street vending businesses and things like that, to say how best they can take the situation. But they say they want to clean the street and depriving the people of their economic rights. It is very, very wrong. And these same people that they are harassing, police not making any money, enough money. The $200 that they were to get, we advocated during Ellen administration. I was one of those. And when Ellen came, of course, she did not start with the $200 that was to be the minimum for our police officer. But they started with $150. Prior to that, they were getting $100. And after taxes and things like, because in Liberia, they say when you made $90 and up, then you pay tax. If you made below $90, then you don't pay. So if those guys were making $100, when they take taxes from their money, whatever they get, so now you come home with $75 or $80 or so. So we advocated, and they started paying the police above $100. Our advocacy was for the police to be paid at least. I'm talking about the common police people to be paid at least $200, because after taxes they have something, because they have a family to attend to, for them to go to school, to have food to eat and all this stuff. But then the police, because they're not getting enough money and the government is not actually there for them, they are protecting those government officials, and the government is not protecting them by giving them what they need. But those police officers, they will take the law in their own hands to harass the street vendors so that they can get money from there in order to buy food for the day, or to get money to take care of their children's tuition. For that reason, they will look for all kinds of fault on street vendors, on even keke riders, on pimping rider. This is how they get that money. It is very, very wrong for people to do that. So you see, when the police, because they have the uniform, they harass the citizen, and if the citizen want to retaliate, they can't. And that's why some of our citizens, they're taking the matter in their own hands, because the government is not protecting the citizen. The same police are supposed to protect the citizen life and property. Those citizens are only protecting the property of the people that hire them, which they look at to be the Minister of Justice, or the Minister of all of those government ministries and things like that. Today in the country, most of the armed police officers, you see them in concessions area to protect the companies that are exploiting the country already, that are taking disadvantage of the citizen already. They send armed police officers to protect the managers, the company, and all of that. So it is a serious problem in the country. So those are some of the things that we need to talk about.
Okay.
I'll be
All right.
right back.
Okay, thank you so much, Solo. Thanks for your analysis, and hope to get you back very, very soon. Yes, so let me appreciate Aliyu Masale also for his own take on these issues we are talking about. So it is just very important. Like I always say, that whenever these things are happening, we have to flag them on our platform and other platforms, so that you can be able to get an understanding. So let's not cross
Yeah.
over to
So
Solomon to
as I was
conclude.
saying, I'm at work, and then I have to get it done. That's why I say I'll be right back. So
Okay,
as
so
I
okay, yeah, just conclude on this one. Then we'll go to the CDC issue.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. That's why you see the police and the citizen fighting on the street vendors. We also saw what Masale already mentioned. The police, you are there to protect lives and property. You are not there to endanger the life of the people. Even if the person park where they're not supposed to park and they're leaving, you can't jump in a car to be fighting over the wheel, trying to cut off the ignition for that to happen. That's what we saw in our keke when the keke fell down. This police officer had this operator of the vehicle, has his hand at his neck, trying to pull it. And then when they came outside, the police, the driver started throwing all of the backup blow, all of the crew blow left and right, and that's why they beat the hell out of him. It is wrong for people to attack police officer, but you have to use common sense. Don't jump behind the wheel, or don't jump on the motorbike to say you want to turn off the initial, or you want to attack the person. People they will react, because they
Okay,
are already been victim of the system, and then you add into it. So those are some of the things. And to conclude with the CDC situation, look, CDC need to build institution. By this, I mean, you build something that will last. But because President Weah is not in the country, CDC, they cannot go to their various headquarters to be seeing what is going on, to be encouraging, recruiting, and then trying to unify. The party, they're not doing that. The only time they want to do dollar rally and all those are then they say when some here. CDC is loosening it, and United Party has a plan to clip on the wings of CDC, the legs and the arms of CDC. Then CDC will be immobile, and United Party is becoming successful in doing that. The chairman of the party is not doing anything, but all they want to do is to be institution follower. When President Weah is here, anywhere we be going, everybody follow. When President Weah is doing it, everybody follow. But they are not innovative. They are not strong enough to build an institution. So for them to say, "Oh yeah, we're coming back," it's going to be a challenge unless the party decide to build the institution. I'm not a citizen. I support President Weah, and for this reason, I affiliate with CDC now. But the way in which they're going here, anywhere they go, election is over. Anywhere they go, as Masali was saying, they're always chanting battle cry at the United Nations or wherever they are. When President Weah was president, everywhere we go, they will be making all of the noise and all those stuff. Battle cry, and no other country will be over doing battle cry. When President Weah was president, anytime they go to the United Nations, anytime they go to this place, they will be chanting battle cry and all of those stuff. And people see that as being immature. People see some of those things as being cheering government, and that's why people can always say that. But the children, they are smart, but they need to behave, build institution, and the people follow the rule and regulation of that institution. That's how you build it. And so I want to stop there. I don't want to criticize CDC that much because that is not my party. If that's my party, I will speak because I'm part of that. I'm only saying this, that they need to build institution. President Weah has been outside the country all of these years, and it is CDC government under the Weah administration that they set up drug law so that anybody who will violate that drug law, they will be penalized. It was under CDC government that they raised, I think, and I stand to be corrected, about $1 million, and that $1 million was to start the fight of drugs. I don't know the $1 million that was raised, how they're doing it, but they're just talking about drugs, but they're not finding a solution to the drug. The CDC government, if I were President Weah, I would take maybe 3 of those 47 buildings. Take 3 of them, and those 3, I will make sure they'll see where they have Claudia Foundation. We make sure to host the Zogos and then provide them with prevention, treatment, rehabilitation training, so that some of them, when they come from there, they will know how to bake basa bread or cool bread or vi bread. I don't want to say fula bopa or fula bread, but they will know how to bake bread and they will be able to live on their own. They will train some of them to know how to make tie and dye, and then they will be able to have their own business. They will train some of them to know how to lay bricks, and they'll be able to do all of those stuff. Or they will be able to have waste management. Some of those guys, you can say, okay, let's put all of these things together, and you are training them to be economically secure, and then you can reintroduce them or to have a re-entry program. But they're not innovative. They're just going around and saying all of this. The problem is there, and you ran away from the problem. You and some of your people, you're away from the contracting president. We have been going for maybe 3 months or over 3 months, and they are not innovative. And this is why this 2029 election is going to be a challenge. So we want for the party to allow other people so that we can share ideas for the betterment of our country. The reason I say we, because the CDC party, they are the party of the grassroots. And if you are part of the grassroots, there are mechanisms you put in place for that purpose. Today, we saw that they add $9 to gas or to other stuff. I mean, 9 cents to gas to other stuff, and what have you. Why are they doing that? They do that so that government will have money, and they are saying they want to get that money to put it in yellow machine maintenance when they come in the country or road maintenance. But the money that they've been raising, because road funds They are then setting up rules from, but they're using this strategy so that they'll be able to get more money for their packets and for whatever they're doing. Most of them, they buy apartments in Ghana or other countries. And the Liberian people, we are suffering. And if the people want to try by all means to get our own food, then they arrest them, they take their market, they throw it away. This is not how government's supposed to treat its citizens. Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Solomon Barker Reeves, and yeah, that's just very important. And let me appreciate Aliyu as well. These are all interesting issues we are talking about here. But before I go any further, let me quickly recognize a few of our people who have been following us during the time of the discussion. Yeah, so Janington. Okay, let's begin with Muhammad Abuwa is following us. So we have Janington Bonduo also following us, and Nevet Pervet is also following us here from Morovia. Samuel Quado is also following us. Harris Hali Tamba is also following us. Thank you so much. And we have here Morris Johnson. Johnson is also following us. Mary Tule is also following us. Blackie Saki. We have here Jen McBarrow is also following us. Henry Yango is following us as well. John Colley, Datali, Spencer Mohammed, Ezekiel Yeoman Johnson, and the rest of you. All right, so thank you so much. So share the live video. Now, very quickly before we go to the telephone lines, let me say this. Yes, so this is very important. Initially, as I stated earlier on, with all these things that are happening in our country, the economic situation, state security officers going after street vendors, carry on high level of corruption, as many of them will say that these people sometimes will take money from them to sell at a particular area, right? So these are things we have a couple of interaction with most of these street vendors. And what they will tell us is that at a certain point in time, they will give police officers money, right, to sell at particular point that they, the police, the officers know that those people are not supposed to sell there, right? So they will take money from these people, ask them to sell there for that particular period of time. So if a day comes and a particular person or a certain group of people don't have money to pay, if you go and stand there to sell, they will run after you. That's one of the aspects of what we are seeing in the street. So we have condemned these actions over and over. That the last time I checked, it was so bad that the police RG who have sat on a radio station to inform the public that he has told his men, the police officers, that whenever things happen, whenever they go to an occasion like that, they should do everything in their power to protect themselves. So these police officers who have guns with them, who have their pepper spray and other things, that's the reason why you are seeing whenever situation or such happen, they will just take off their gun and they shoot the citizens, because it was an order that was given to them by their head. It was an order. So all these things that you are saying happening all over here, if the authorities of the Liberian National Police was doing everything in its power, responding to their responsibility in a way that they are expected to do, all these things that you are seeing are happening here wouldn't have happened. So these are things that are happening. And it is so sad. As you said, many of these people, after they were dismissed by this government, so that they had no alternative but to go in the street to go and sell, just to support their families, just to support their children who are going to school. So this is what they are doing. And now do or solve it. There are a lot of people who are following us here who will testify to what I'm saying. There are a lot of people who have not registered their children. They are not going to school because why? Because they don't have money. And the government does not care. The government does not care. Now, see this troubling information coming up. You know, on a global level, ranking Liberia as the second country wherein the citizens can go to bed without eating. The citizens in the country, they are hungry. They don't need the approval or probably a publication to note that these things are happening in the country. Thankfully, they have released this particular information. But we have said these things over and over, that people are suffering in this country. And it is so sad that a government yesterday that was in opposition told our people that they were coming to rescue them. They sent government, instead of rescuing those people, they said no. They will do everything they can to run you into abject poverty and total impoverishment. And this is why it's happening in our country. This is why it's happening in our country. And like I was saying, the lawmakers that you people elected, for whom you stood under the sun and the rain, they are sitting right there. They are sitting right there. Today, they will sit down there, they will tell you, oh, we are calling on this other minister from so ministry to kind of appear before the body and all these kind of things. At the end of the day, all these things that people are doing is why they will benefit from these people. That's the reason why, since the president there at the University of Liberia, she disclosed that certain amount of money that should have gone to the university, it was placed in the budget, but they never received the money. You have not heard any of those people that you elected up there to say, no, finance minister, come here, come and answer questions to these things. They will not do it. And even if they do that, at the end of the day, if they get a kickback that they normally get, nothing will come from out of it. You know the reason why these people are doing these things? Is because you, the ordinary people, they will not make any law to empower you, to make you to get something on your own. That if you are making your business, if they provide the avenue, they make laws that will enhance an avenue wherein you can go to work and do other things to benefit you and your family members. In their minds, if they are going to do that, or if they ever done that, it will empower you. So when election time comes, they will not bring one bag of rice to your house to say they want to convince you, but then you may have had 3 to 4 bags of rice in your house to support you and your family. That's the reason why. So they will never take decision in your interest. Let us see. We will come on this platform one of these days to see how best to open the telephone line so that you, the people from the very districts across Liberia, so that you can be able to tell us what are your representatives, those people you voted for, why are they doing that? What are the laws? What are the impacts they have been making? Some of them have been done over 12 years, 2 times, 3 times. What have they done? So those people are not in your interest? No, they are not in your interest. That's the reason why majority Rachel Kuhn told the country that he was a purported speaker. With all these things that went on in the house there. That's the reason why a majority of those people, they voted for him to make him a speaker. You know why? Because this particular man will be controlled by the executive, as you are seeing now. Since they made speaker of the house, whenever have you heard him, advocating for the Liberian people? To tell Mr. President that, no, Mr. President, the other decision that your Minister of Finance or the central bank or whosoever person whatsoever ministry is taking, it will affect the ordinary people as it is affecting us now. When last have you ever heard him saying something like that? They don't care. But these same people will come to you during election time. They will fool you. And you fall prey to their rhetoric, their political rhetoric. It is so sad for our country. But I know many of you out there will testify to what we are saying here. So very quickly, let's run to the telephone lines and hear from you, our people out there, that which is very important, very, very much important. Thank you so much, Spencer Mohammed and Ezekiel Yoman Johnson as well. So 0772239933, 0886304497, 0777980375 are the numbers to call. And you can be able to have your own say on issues we are talking about here this morning on the Wednesday, September 10, 2025 edition of the program Issues in the Society. This person, good morning.
Good morning, Quentin. How are you?
Good morning.
Yeah, let me say hi to Masale and Reef in the U.S. This is Edmond Carr, and when I always say unprepared president, and then people don't understand. This is not a president that will be in charge and allow people to continue to provoke the Liberian people. How can a serious-minded president be in power and allow a foreign minister to go and discuss the economy only because, according to him, people are not throwing gallon of water anymore? Okay, that is a shame to the country. Okay, you talk about rice. Then the information minister will jump on it and take the whole term at the information ministry press briefing and discuss that quote-unquote CDC term, how long that shortage lasts, and what are the reasons for that shortage of gas in the country? Was it because the inability of the CDC government to make sure that gas is in the country? What were the reasons for the shortage of rice for a couple of times, which was called, it was quickly addressed? What are the reasons? So you come here, you want to lie to us to make it to appear as if the reason why that shortage happened at that time, it was because the government was not prepared, but this is government that is prepared. That's a shame. You're not getting on the ability, the purchasing power of the citizen, because that is why serious minded government should be discussing. Where is the purchasing power?
Okay.
We have said we are not an economy because the number sometimes it hurts our head. But go on the street, walk around, see the harassment of the police. How can the people get the money to even buy the rice that you are talking about? You cut down the rice. Which side did you cut down the rice? Is it for the dealer? Is it for the retailer? Is it for the wholesale? You're not telling all, but you want to come, you say $14. So that is a serious. The government are already filled, and we know they will be rewarded very soon, not in the long distance. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmond Carr. This other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Quentin.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm not going to call from Tansia West Point. Quentin, you know our people there, they are too greedy. They are jealous. Poor people. During the election, I was there. When opposition came, they say, come on, now go support the opposition. I said, no.
You need to walk away from your monitor a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to on there. I'm a radio passes. So they will tell me, they say, oh, your friends are already in here because I was keeping against sorry. They call me conscious man, they say, a popular woman in the system here. So now you say, I'm looking for one woman, that's the woman, that's the too much. So, no woman, I'm having. I was keeping group. When they see the opposition at time, well, now invite the person, I said, no, we'll get certain lawmakers. We never go to the election. We have two in the party were against me, and I have two in them undermining the party. So I'm sincere to my party. I say up for my party. I will never call opposition to come stand up under my banner. I say, oh, I want money for you. I will never do it. I will be supreme for my party. So I will be supreme with you.
Okay. All right, so let's hold you there.
Yeah, good morning, Quentin.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want to say good morning to Masale and the King Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really enjoy Masale. He and King Solomon, our President George Manning, we are ready need to come. He need to come to start his tour. He need to come to put his people together. He need to come. George Manning, we need to come. He need to come back to Liberia. He need to come back to Liberia to put us together, to put his people together to go into Pharaoh counties. The problem is 2029, and he now work 2029. The way the things are going on in the country, they kind of constrain, they kind of suffering. That we're going through everybody eyes looking up to President Weah. President Weah need to come back to get on his feet to start visiting his people. And not every one of us, but other people there that he really need to go to, that he really need to see those Pharaoh countries. Musa Berete working. Musa Berete working. Let Joshua wake up. Let him wake up and not Ife. What we're going through already Isa, we get run away from it. So let you try and come home to start his work.
Thank
you. Not depend on his people. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This person, good morning.
Good morning.
You are live. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Washington Swoop, and I call from Deepville. Let me appreciate you guys for the discussion. I think you said it all this morning. But what I want to say, let me speak to the issue of the CDC first. The official of the CDC on ground, they shouldn't wait for the Senate Bureau to be present before they start working. If you start working long time until the Senate Bureau can start, you can't take every responsibility and put it on the Senate Bureau. On the Senate Bureau, yeah, like the only time you guys will be active in the various community. That is not bad. That is not good. That is not good. The party working in the president and acting of the Senate Bureau. The Senate Bureau may have some engagement outside of the country. Cannot be news, and the current chairperson, Ms. Jangako, will be very, very, very vigilant. Will be very, very active. The issue waiting for appropriate time is not okay. You know, be active, be proactive, take actions that is needed to be taken. The citizen will wake up. That's why one of your co-hosts said, I get new leadership to come on board. Some of the people who use the benefit my party, they betray the party, they get hope on it, you don't know. You bring some people on board, some people who left ever said, due to certain reason, they have to come on board. We need them. And to the issue of the police and motorcycle, all of you see, the country is getting so bad. The last time I listened to one radio station, they said that Ogawa arrested in radio.
Very quickly, no.
In police, the country is bad. Like everybody finding every minute to survive. Well, everybody can just show their own uniform, pull a rough flare on it, and go also to the how the country now change.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. So let's show you that. This person. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Konto.
Good morning.
I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Popo Kono, down Coast Spoon Hill, Winter Community Health. Konto, I just want to use your airtime this morning to make, a quick clarity. I think yesterday on Banat FM, the chairman, Jangako, called on the show yesterday and said that CDC is about to start the decentralization process. All of our citizens who are calling, the people are working, and soon they will be in your community. So the issue, my concern have to do with this, this for the international, hunger index. I thought during the President Boakai, the agriculture, when he comes, we will do agriculture and job with West. And they told us that they have, I don't know how many thousand acres or hectares of land in Lufa that they were doing farming on. How come Nigeria is rated as the second most obvious country in the South region? A unity party. So you're allowed to us? Is this a rescue? I will stop there. Under the agriculture president, Nigeria second.
All right, Spencer.
It's quite sufficient.
That's all it is, Spencer. This person, good morning. Hello? Okay.
Hello?
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 You are live. Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah. I say, Panton and me, I was just trying to what my say. Because people they put in 1 hour here and say, we're talking on behalf of president, we can see the president, they all need the president FIFA position, so the men I'm going for. politics so much we just hit our head and nothing for us. So we hit our head. So we are our personal mocha. So we're so record, we're so sorry to the people in our personal mocha. A big battle to now. It can't be us that we're talking of. What day we hit our head? We need to see. We go stop phone and put together. Yeah, Sonny outside all the citizens put together and go so rioted to him. But it can't be us that we're talking.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I try to find
Yeah, brother Abraham Dean, can you see Fangon?
Baby, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yes. And I advise to the citizens and because we have let us try to do our personal best by talking to our Liberians and let them know that God is what choosing one, that God will bring back the power. So for me, I need to remember I need to have everywhere to judge that now. But now to even get Gary to eat, it's not easy. But we will bury as a Liberian and then we will put the one that God has chosen, which is King Leah. And Georgia come back to power, you will become king for Liberia. What are the biggest stuff?
Thank you. Let's wait at this person. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Okay, so 077-223-9933, 0886-3044-97, 07798-0375 are the numbers. This person. Good morning.
Good afternoon, my dear brother.
Yeah, go ahead. You are live.
Okay, this is David from Boston. To be precise, my GB. My dear brother, I love Studio. It's a studio girl, which is Suru. I'm following.
Okay.
But how, for someone who will love the former we are. But for me, I don't love President we are, the former president for presidency. The man that stand for the country. The man is a man that put the country at my kind of leadership. That man, I love him for that. Because leadership, no sympathy, no friendship. But we tell our other son on the other brother, they just feel that we hate president. We don't hate president. We are the man put Liberia on my make Liberia people want to know Liberia.
Okay.
Every human being got a role in life to play. Now how human being low. Now how God create one of all.
Okay.
There are some family they got breadwinner in family. There are some people who can talk in family. Like they get vocal for family. Now how God made up, but nobody here nobody here president. So now we read to talk what the radio the men will call the unity. I like unity party, and I see this, but I love the former president. I love him because he's a star. He made a celebrity.
Thank you.
If you don't have power, nothing. See, but that will kill him and nothing.
That's all you there. This other person. Good morning. Hello. This person. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead.
I'm Kokore from Kawel. You see the issue about the city police. It's too worrisome when you go to Kawel Journal. Even as I speak, you go to Kawel Journal, you see the environment they carry on. The book when they get there, the market are there. They get someone there, one unity party more there, who can put the people 2% in the market every day. They collect the money for the market job. Then every weekend. They give us a 5,000 that book. So every time when you go there, they put all on the road with a wheelbarrow, no way for you to pass. Anyway, that day, you put a market food and go there secretly, you see what you're thinking about. They see you in the country. You don't need to do something, you go to do your observation secretly and see what I'm talking about someone else.
Okay.
Go to cover just now you will see.
Thank you. I saw you there. This person, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kondo. Yeah, Kondo, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. I'm phoning in from Point 4 to be exact with you, Kondo, in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Kondo, let me wholeheartedly appreciate you for your brilliant talking point this hour, Kondo, on a discussion. But look, Kondo, the issue about police brutality, the issue about corruption in Liberia, the issue about the president lying to the Liberian people, the issue about MP committee, Kondo, the issue about dry door story, Kondo, we deserve it.
Okay.
And even on our president, we are said to still be also and work with international partners to see how best you can come and fix this mess. Look, Kondo, we told our people, I come in Sabu Rasta, Kondo, I'm not flabbergasted because I knew that we were robbed at this point. That's why from the initial stage, we told our people that
y'all CDC people, y'all
But Kondo, you know, say we speak good English now. We speak good English Kondo today, but we got 6,192 voluntary teachers. They are now on payroll, but Kondo, all we speak today are party headquarters. Look, Kondo, there are real issues that we like when people need to look at and forget about them. Yama thing. Look, Kondo, all what we are seeing today is complete mess. Well, Kondo, let me ask you, Kondo, they rescue a physical rescue or spiritual rescue?
Okay, you go ask the rescue people, man. Let me hold you there. The rescue people there, they will answer the other question. Okay, let's take a few more calls and go back to our team. This person, hello?
Yeah, hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Alexander calling for program.
Okay.
Yeah, I also saying that I also crying for Jola to come back. And what Jola is coming back for? They may feel us.
How?
Jola feel the nation, so Jola is not coming back. No one should be crying for Jola to come back. He's not coming back.
So how did he fail the nation? People may be asking.
The man is not competent. The man is not competent. This one, he's not the nation. He is not competent.
You are just making statement. You have not given any reason why to back those statements you are making.
I can back a statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
The man is not competent. It's not competent. Hello?
Yeah, you are live. Go ahead. You are
making a claim. It's not qualified to come back. So
why are you saying that he's not qualified?
To come back.
My man, you are just making statement. Let me hold you there. Get this other person. We will provide you the opportunity. Make claim to be able to.
Can you please give me 15 seconds?
Just very quickly, please.
Yeah, and you know, these are detractors, man. We're not going to follow them. When the real issue is discussed, they come on the radio to bring the Hatayi discussion. Jerry coming back, he coming back to take our attention for the real issue. We're not going to do that. Look, Sedition, President Weah is all here, but yet waiting.
Thank you.
President Weah launched the due payment. Just yesterday, day for yesterday, it has been announced that the decentralization that you guys have been calling for, it has been launched today. Accomplishing the decentralization, the due payment is also ID card taking. These are the words President we have also said to you. He repeated it when he was telling you to keep kind. You are going to build your headquarters. He told you that he's going to embark on the county tour. These are the measures because I have been calling for that.
Tell me, Edmond, let's show you that they're pressing the last quarter. Then we'll go back to our team. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, very quickly, man. Go ahead. Very, very quick.
Yeah, okay. What I'm trying to say is that the people that say George must come before, the people that behind George, the BB people, what they can get on his front stage to do something before George can.
Okay.
Everything must be George must come before they move. If they're serious about the company, about the party, something, let us start to what mobilizing, let us start going around. Then the people will come around and say, well, Joy not here, or Joy here.
Thank you, man. Let's hold you there. Let's now cross over to our team. Aliyu, you listen to the colors as well as Masale. That's Solomon now. You listen to the colors. So very just close up as we go on.
Well, thank you very much.
To all the callers.
Oh.
Yeah, I think let Aliyu.
Thanks to all the callers for what they said on the show this morning. Like I would say, and they are agreeing with us. Yes, we know President Weah, he's out of the country and he's working. Yes, but even though you're working, but you need to come back to the country at least. So you can't stay 2-3 months out of the country. We know you are doing so much engagement out there. You need to come back to the country. And again, I listened to other callers what they said. The leadership, you people don't have to be sitting for George Weah to be present before you make a move. It will just show to the people that they did George Weah lead CDC, that's the end of CDC. You see, so even in the absence of President Weah, you people should be doing things in the country that even the people will see and be encouraged that, oh yes, without President Weah or president in the country, we can see the leadership of CDC, they are working. And lastly, Solomon, Liberia people, Compton, the labor ministry, That ministry is one of the problems in the world. They had to do some reform in that labor ministry. For me, no police officer, not just this Joseph Baka administration, but early you George Weah or not Joseph Baka, pay police officer even less than $300 is a debt service to the Liberia National Police. No police officer should even say made less than $500 US in our country. These people, they are there to protect lives and property. How will you feel you making 20,000 as Inspector General for Liberia National Police, and people who you sending out there to go protect lives and property, you pay them less than $250. No police officer should even say made less than $500 in Liberia. The money is in the country. This is not good. That inhumane to the Liberian National Police is very, very bad. They have to see what to do to work on the salary of the Liberian National Police. These people don't even deserve $300. They don't even deserve $400. The least in the Liberian National Police should be $500. And we want not just the Baka administration, but any other government. You're trying to treat our police well. These are people that are sacrificing their life. They had their family. This is so heartbreaking to see police making the kind of money. At the end of the day, they go in the street there and conducting themselves recklessly, and they are not being respected. Thank you. God bless America. God bless Liberia.
Thank you, Aliyu. Solo, a minute, please. We have another program coming up very soon.
Thank you very much. You know, the CDC people, we don't hate CDC. Again, I said people should be institution builder instead of institution follower. I said before that because we have all of these Lofians that are in higher position of the CDC, and they are very patriotic to their culture, to their elders, to their grandfather, and because of that, CDC is not functioning as an institution. They need to rebuild that. When President Weah is away, the institutions will be working, but then when President Weah comes, he will continue to do the rest of it. CDC is not doing that. I don't care whether President Weah say they should do due collection. It would be good for you to mobilize and then reunite the party, and then the due payment process will be more effective. President Weah has people around him, even though some of us will say that it's a godsend. So to rescue the country, President Weah has people around him who are not God sent and who are interfering with the smooth operation of what God has given him to do. He get people around him, they are not innovative, and they are blocking other people to come closer to President Weah. When President Weah goes out there, they don't send out information that President Weah is meeting with business people about the Liberian affairs. They don't do that. Why do they show us that President Weah is doing bread washing and you see all the pigeons over his head? Or you see President Weah somewhere in the corner playing street football? That's why those people that are around him, that he's carrying everywhere, that's why they give it to the country. No Liberian person will take that kind of person to be serious. So that's why some of the other people can say, oh, the man is not serious, or the man is not competent. Because people that he has around him, they are not helping him to be able to do the work. President Weah said he's not a politician. He's somebody that is an implementer. People that he has around him, they are a major problem to him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Solomon. He's Solomon Bakari there. Go home on today's edition of the program Issues in the Society. I would like to say many thanks to every one of you who called. Follow us via our social media platforms as well. By the special grace of God, we'll be here on Friday with another edition. I'm Stephen Compton. Do have yourself a blessed day. Ayo, 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 ayo.